Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword. Gene remains off tonight, and so I remain doing solo duty for Saturday, April 18th, 2026. So this was a Saturday crossword. We can expect fireworks. I found it to be not particularly difficult, but I found the clues to be particularly good. Starting at one across, the Jeffersons or the Simpsons, notably, I had no idea. I thought it had something to do with animation until I remembered that the Jeffersons was not an animated series. Anyways, the answer turned out to be spin-off. How did I get that? Through the crosses. So I have found that in the harder crosswords of the week, I generally cannot just rattle off the acrosses, but the downs are there to sort of save my vegetarian bacon, so to speak. One of the most interesting clues I saw was 4 down. Fifth most abundant element in the universe was neon. I had no idea. I mean, I know hydrogen is the most common, and I believe helium is the second. I'm sort of surprised to hear that neon is, but I guess with all those places in Las Vegas and all those neon signs, maybe that accounts for it. Possibly not. 5 down lieutenant in Catch 22 was Orr, spelled O-R-R. I don't think I've read all of Catch 22. One of these days I should go and take a look at it. Another great clue in that area that was helping me figure out the word spin-off was 7 down, breakfast dish that might go over well, ? Fried eggs. That was sort of cute. Right next to spin-off, we had 8 across. Team with a mascot Big Al, familiarly, and it was not familiar to me. After I got the answer, I could see why it should have been familiar to me. The answer was Bama, as in Alabama. That also ran into 8 down, how people get into a swimming pool typically. So I thought by ladder, and then I thought backward, as I remain obsessed with the idea of entering the pool by ladder. And of course, you went down the ladder, you would be backward, I think. Anyway, the answer turned out to be barefoot, which makes the most sense, as it often does. We had 14 across, dish purportedly invented in Los Angeles, Little Tokyo neighborhood, California roll. I was able to spot California, but it took the crosses before I could figure out the roll. I am unfamiliar with that particular food stuff. We had 9 down, Yom Kippur observers, atoners. I think that's sort of an interesting word right there. And 11 down caused me a bit of grief. Backdrop for many Van Gogh paintings. And I'm thinking, great, I need to remember the actual paintings. And I was thinking about irises. I don't even know if that's right. Anyways, I was thinking of irises, but it turned out that the answer was Arles, the city where Van Gogh did a lot of painting. 17 across, treat was doctor. That was unexpected. 17 down was Texas Air Hub for short. So I was thinking maybe it was going to be Houston, H-O-U, but it turned out to be DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. I'm scheduled to visit there very briefly next week. I can hardly wait. And we had neon for 4 down. We also had 20 across, non-eco-friendly refrigerant, Freon. So we had neon and Freon in one grid. That itself is worth the price of admission, I think. 21 across, term in the bedroom, maybe. I had REM stage, but I wasn't even close. The answer was safe word. So that was sort of interesting there. Start to give, 21 down was sag. That wasn't too bad. 27 across, wait just a sec. I had the word hang, so I went for hang on a mo, as in short for momentum, but it turned out to be hang tight. 18 down, silky-haired toy. So I was thinking of those little troll dolls, but that didn't fit, and the answer turned out to be Maltese, that kind of toy. 22 down was, hey, no backing out now. And I thought it was going to be something involving go time, as in it's go time, because we just had go time the other day, but that wasn't close. It turned out to be we had a deal. 29 down was a bit of a problem for me. It's not fit for human consumption. I don't know why. I had it starting with a P, and I saw there was a T in there, and I went for pot slop. And then I went for pot wash. I have a feeling that neither of those are recognizable phrases in the English language, as opposed to pet food, the correct answer, which definitely is. 44 across, make-believe sorrow was crocodile tears. That wasn't too bad. The one underneath it, though, 46 across, cause of amusement to a vet, maybe. Rookie mistake. Yep, definitely needed the crosses to get that one. One of the crosses was 34 down. Musketeer's tool was a ramrod. I was thinking of a saber or a sword or something like that. Anyways, ramrod makes perfect sense here. 40 across, mathematics writer Gardner was Martin Gardner, and who used to write for Scientific American a long time ago, and his writing is really excellent. Just the other day, we had Isaac Asimov, so this seems to be Honor Old Science Writers Week, although I do not remember seeing that on the calendar, to be perfectly honest. 36 across was a mystery to me. All-time scoring leader for the Miami Heat, familiarly, and that was Dwade, possibly D. Wade. I am not certain. In any event, this was a terrific crossword. It was by Jesse Cohn, his fifth since 2024. He has published, of those 5 crosswords, 3 on Friday, and this is his second Saturday. Well done, Jesse. That is it for today. We'll be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of Sunday's crossword tomorrow.